An already OP build many of you seem to like.
I love this build. I haven't had this much fun in so long, man. I'm in heaven, dude.
I feel like the whole community got to see that beautiful video.
Is getting a huge upgrade. First is an extra 8 damage per swing, which is all thanks to many of you in the comments who said to swap the stiletto for a short sword and use the new perk, which gives the rondel 2 weapon damage, not just the short sword. The 5% action speed means we can replace the cloth pants for loose trousers, giving us some move speed gains. Iron Mace also nerfed every bow except for the survival, this build's bow of choice, giving you an easier time against other bow users. But I didn't make this video just to tell you that. No, it's because I saw a dead dagger fighter in someone's inventory. So I'm gonna answer every question and concern about the build so that tragedy never happens again. Well, actually, this guy thinks it would have never happened if instead of daggers, he was running a falchion and shield, since it has more range, is easier to hit headshots with, and gives you armor. Therefore, beating my dagger build. In theory, it sounds right, but in practice, I put my hands together and thank the heavens for the free gear I'm about to receive whenever I see one of these guys. So why does this work? Well, first, with a dagger and short sword, you have 40 more move speed. Remember, you run with your fist out and pull them out instantly. So that means any range a falchion has over you is closed off instantly, making them hit you with the hilt for 80% damage, while all 100% of your hard steel is getting pushed deep into them. Oh wait, a falchion shouldn't even be able to hit you in the first place. I finally found him. A falchion fighter I can prove my point on. Okay, you're about to witness the most soy fight imaginable, but I just have to do it to prove my point. So I'm gonna dance around him as close as possible, hitting him with ranged attacks, and unless I mess up pretty bad, he won't be able to hit me with that falchion a single time. Or until I want to start some melee combat. Just look how close I can get to this guy, and he can't do anything about it. His falchion is just too slow. So do you get my point yet? You know, just run around these guys. Anyone who's slower than you, just do a bunch of damage with your ranged weapon. Or, you know, until there's an opening before you actually start stabby time. I feel so bad. I'm just bullying this random guy. And yes, commenter, I am demigod, even though that has nothing to do with how good you are at PvP. Oh, even with sprint's not possible. Okay, I'll just put him out of his misery. By the way, when I said this build gets 106% move speed when sprinting last video, that's with no move speed gear. Now, I probably could have made it clearer, but just so we're all on the same page here, with gear, cheap or expensive, you can hit the move speed cap of 350 with Swift or swap it for defense mastery and get about 113% and 6% more PDR, which is what I like doing. So there's no character in the game that can catch you, even a barbarian or bonk wizard. Oh, he's getting ready for the bonk. Good thing I have a gigantic brain strategy to stop this guy's plan. A door. All the spells wasted. Now I just gotta play my corners. I'm gonna try and get a hit in before he gets too close. Maybe not. Oh, he's actually pretty far. There's actually a perfect place for me to play. Oh, that hits? Okay. Plan's still the same. There you go. You just play your corners and you'll be fine against wizards. Now, obviously, yeah, wizard's still a pretty good counter against a fighter. If you play it right, it's not that bad. This guy's got to be looting somebody, right? Yep, there it is. Okay. And he sounds... Oh, yeah, he is fast. Got to make sure I don't use my sprint all willy-nilly. Always use it as a reaction to something like roar or rage. Out of all the classes, you got to make sure with barbarians, you got to hit them a couple times with range stuff before you go in. Because there's so much HP. Right when I heard that lantern drop, I knew his Achilles was gone and his rage was, I think, probably gone by now. So I should just win the fight. Oh, and he has many thousands of gold worth of loot here. Have you noticed the theme in these fights? I use all the tools at my disposal. If you're playing Dagger Fighter, but just go in and hold mouse 1, that's dumb. It still works sometimes, but still, it's a waste of this build's versatility. Like, you do an absurd amount of melee damage. This guy was so surprised a dagger was doing 1/5 of his HP. He humped a barrel, got stuck, and let me win a 2v1 since my duo was stuck in a trap. There's no ranged class that can do that well in melee. On the other hand, no melee class has all the ranged options fighter does. Every attribute slider's maxed out. Make use of that. I'm gonna show this ranger what a twig bow can do. Oh, he's gonna try and heal. Come over here. Pull out that bandage. Pull it out. The potion. Never mind. You see that? Use your speed. This guy's clueless. He's getting headphone differentialed. So many free hits. Oh yeah, pull out that bow. Let me get in there. Oh, I don't even have sprint. Still worked out. Oh! Dodging always feels so sick. And use your instant pullout and range. Doesn't really roll off the tongue. Wait, door? Yeah, door. Oh, my aim. Yeah, he was way too close to that door. I knew if I waited close enough and he tried closing it a second time, I'd be able to get some free hits in. But pardon the caveman. Okay, he's hitting the wall. It might not be very good at the game. Can I get him to do it again? Yep. I call that one use your brain. Wait, no, your speed. Wait, no, I already said that. Or do whatever this is. I was just fighting this rogue, but now I'm pretending to be AFK. Here he comes. Yes! No, I turned so stupidly. Did that really just work? Anyway, you get the point, but also don't listen to what I'm saying. Huh? Shut up. I mean, try stuff out. Find your own tricks and ways to play. Like, I didn't really expect people to fully analyze and copy the stats of my gear. I wanted it to be a baseline that you build off of and customize. Here's the most important stats and what a good kit looks like. Try and get as close as you can with what you have or can afford. I know most of you don't have an inventory full of gear and gold at your disposal, so I made a budget build using cheaper alternatives and no rings. Move speed's expensive, so losing some PDR for it is fine. I even used it for a game, and that's gonna haunt my dreams. Okay. I just open the door, use sprint, hit with the axes, I should win. Oh, I squeezed it. Okay, I'm gonna stay above him. Wait, what is he doing? Oh, come on. Maybe I can get him on the stairs. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, as soon as I have sprint, I should be able to kill him. Chasing is what this build lives for. Please land. And that is how you get good rings right there. You really don't need to buy them. That's how you get good everything, actually. Oh my God. But if you're really rich, then get a Cyclops Vision Crystal and ditch the Sword Mastery perk. A Mana Sphere also works, but that's only 1 extra damage, and I'd rather have a short sword and Sword Mastery's action speed for the price. That's if we're talking solos. For duos and trios, the Mana Crystal is definitely the way to go for that Wizard Ignite combo. Hopefully, if you want to try the build now, it'll go a little better. I'll warn you now, it's not as simple and easy as W Key Barbarian, but it's all the options and higher skill cap that make it so fun and rewarding to use.